Brand Second Finish Day. Today we're going to be doing a video about the metabolism, because I want to get back into that. And I want to get back into the style of doing things, so I'm revisiting my major points in Brand Second Fitness in the videos. I'm revisiting, the really important subject, the really important matters. I really want to just revisit that, talk about it again, and, keep doing that, and hopefully new subjects in health fitness pop up. I know there's this thing, I forgot what it's called, has to show tracking your sleep, or not your weight, but your heart rate. It can track all of that. So your blood pressure, if you have high blood pressure or high blood sugar, all that kind of stuff. I'll look into that, but honestly, I don't do subjects that are way too mainstream. I know if I probably did, I'd get, if you do something right when it comes out, you're gonna get a lot of views, a lot of subscribers, a lot of likes. I might try that, but I think it's honestly the only thing important happening in health fitness, because we haven't had really any major discoveries or anything, really. We're going to be talking about the metabolism. We're getting into the processes and functions of metabolism, metabolic breakdowns, anabolic breakdowns, the energy, the requirement of the energy, the breakdown, the releasing of the energy from the food, breakdown, processing, and synthesizing. So I want to kind of go through that today. So as we eat food, usually a balance. For good nutrition, we need a balance of micronutrients, microminerals, vitamins, and minerals too. As it goes down to, I'll explain all of this, and the metabolism, how it has to do with the metabolism and everything. So it goes down through the throat, the esophagus, to the passageway, to the gastrointestinal tract, where it can flow through. Then it can move on. So if the food gets stuck in there, if the nutrients, the micronutrients, microminerals, and vitamins, minerals get stuck in there, it's usually because of a dense blockage. It can be broken, so it can be fully digested, so it can be fully broken down, processed, synthesized. Energy can be released from that. It can be required in the anabolic breakdown. This is a really important thing right now. When we look at being constipated, inflamed, and bloated, the major things is that there's a high and basically unbreakable, untouched fat blockage. There's usually a dense blockage of protein, dense blockage, carbohydrate dense blockage, and fat dense blockage. Doesn't matter if it belongs to the polysaturated fat family, if it increases cholesterol, if it's high in cholesterol, it belongs to the monounsaturated fat family. It's low in cholesterol, it lowers cholesterol if it's HDL, or LDL if it's good cholesterol, bad cholesterol. Does not matter. Fats, either way, are very, 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 very dense. They're very hard to be digested. And this is what major problems come in, is that the catabolic breakdowns, anabolic breakdowns cannot happen. And this is something major for the metabolism. This is something major for the things in the anabolic breakdown that I'm going to be talking about, the anabolic process that I'm going to be talking about. But when we have problems with this, what do we usually do? Well, garlic is really, 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 really good at decreasing inflammations, bloating, and constipation. Garlic too. When we look at spices are also great at doing the same thing. But we look at solid fiber, we look at probiotics. Those are the major things that can break the dense blockage of fat, protein, or carbohydrates. Either way, lipids, fats, carbohydrates, any of that. They're really crucial in breaking that dense blockage. When I go, along with garlic, when I go along with spices, are really good for decreasing, the constipation, for decreasing inflammation and bloating, and stopping that. Garlic is really the main spice I want to talk about. There are other spices that can do that, though. So it's a wide variety of insoluble fiber, wide variety of probiotics, a wide variety of spices too, just as well. And there's specific minerals and vitamins that can do the same thing as well. So go to my vitamin video. They're really, really crucial. They're really important. My vitamin videos that I've been making, I just want you guys to go on that, because it's been a really fun time doing the vitamin videos. What I gotta say. But that's beside the fact. So go down to the esophagus, to the throat, to the gastrointestinal tract, where it goes through, and if it doesn't go through correctly, it's half digested. It's not fully digested. The process and function of metabolism cannot go on, so it's not broken down, processed, synthesized. Energy is not released. If energy is not released, if the food is not broken down, the nutrients are not broken down, the micronutrients, macrominerals, and vitamins, minerals are not broken down, processed, synthesized, how can energy be released? How can energy be released how can energy be required when energy is never released and given to the anabolic breakdown from the caloric breakdown. They're co-independent. They rely on each other so much. The energy, just the basis of the energy, breaking it down, processing it, synthesizing it, and releasing it, and requiring the energy in the anabolic breakdown. So what are we going to? What's major in the anabolic breakdown that I want to talk about today? So in the anabolic breakdown, energy is required usually for the blood vessels, and two things that are major in delivering oxygen to the body cells and blood tissue are red blood cells and blood vessels. They work together, they're little friends. As we look at insulin, we look at glucagon, they're best friends. I mean, they're important for what they do, whether if one has to do with the heart and one has to do with the liver. Either way, the same thing can be said is that they're really important for each other. They're really codependent. A lot of things in health are codependent on each other. They rely on each other for a lot of things in the body. And the anabolic breakdown we're going to be talking about, it's really important for requiring the energy for blood vessels to supply the oxygen to the body cells, red blood cells to supply the oxygen to the body cells and muscle tissue so that they don't deteriorate, they keep growing. And when we look at this too, so when we look at this, wait for this car to pass from it. But it's also really important for increasing your metabolism too, with the metabolics being made. I mean, if metabolics are being made, you should have a low metabolism, and your metabolism isn't increasing. You're stunting your metabolism because processes and functions of metabolism not happening. You got to follow the rules of metabolism. You have to do everything in order for it to increase the metabolites. So the major thing, increasing the metabolism, more metabolites made, that you have a high. It means that you have a higher metabolism. Higher metabolism means that basically you can burn out food, nutrients, utilize that energy, rather utilizing it as fat and not burning it off well, and gaining in fat, gaining in body composition to a visceral fat, with body fat, with water fat, with all that kind of thing, with all the fat. It goes along with that. But the thing too, go along with that, muscle fibers, and seriously, the thing crucial is that muscle fibers, it's really crucial for them to require the energy to grow, develop, to reproduce in the muscle fiber type 1 to muscle fiber type 2. Now, what is muscle fiber type 1? So, muscle fiber type 1 have a lower capacity to grow, and we talk about a lower capacity to grow. We have lower amounts of muscle tone. We have usually high amounts of fat. And we also look at, so basically the thing is about this is we need to make sure it goes from small to large, simple to complex, a lower capacity growth to a higher capacity growth. You have more muscle tone, you have more muscular hypertrophy, you have more vascularity too as well, and usually your metabolism is increasing as well. It's really, really important. So we go from muscle fiber type 1 that are small, muscle fiber type 2 that are large, 2 just as well, and lead to more muscle tone, muscle growth. And of course, the reproduction and development and growth of these is really, really, really important for the body too, and for the muscles. It's also really important for vascularity. It's important for the muscle tone too as well, and all that I was just talking about. So we might go back in the video and talk about the stuff that I was just talking about and kind of wrap it up. But yeah, that's really important for it going from simple to small, small to large to complex, a higher capacity growth. It's a higher amount of muscle tone, of vascularity, of muscular hypertrophy to muscular growth too, just well. So really, you can expand that specific muscle body part of the body and have more muscle fibers to link together. Have a higher amount. It's a higher amount of growing. It has a higher amount. Wait a minute. Alright, so it has a higher amount. Its cars are going by like every month. Has a higher amount of growing to expanding to as well, making a bigger, muscle group. I talk about biceps, we talk about triceps, deltoids, traps. We talk about that. Muscle fibers too are really, really important because they have a higher capacity to grow, and the reproduction and growth development is really crucial for the muscles in the body, for the specific muscular groups in the body, muscular points in the body. When we talk about your muscles, I just stated, it's really important for the growth, the development, reproduction to happen. But we have little to no muscle tone, no vascularity no muscular hypertrophy. We usually have muscular atrophy, where muscle is deteriorated, it is gone, it is broke, it is literally just torn in half. We have no more muscular growth at this point. We just have deterioration. It's literally just the bone, the muscle, all that muscle is lost too just as well. So we're going to be talking about this again. But yeah, it's really important for the requirement of the energy for increasing your metabolism, amount of metabolites that are being made too just as well, but with the blood vessels supplying and delivering